Hi, I'm Lizzie Bowman, and I wanted to cover one of the most basic concepts of yoga, and that's the breath. So without the breath, you are not doing yoga. As you go through this channel and as you start to implement some of these flows into your everyday life, I want you to think mostly about the breath when you're doing any of these poses, any of these sequences, any of these postures. So the type of breathing you want to focus on is called Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breath is an audible breath. So maybe it sounds like the ocean to you or Darth Vader, but it's an audible breath. And how you do it is you're going to swirl the breath into the back of the throat. So you have your hard palate, which is right at your teeth, and then you have your soft palate, which is to the back of the throat. So you're thinking about swirling the breath into the back of the throat. So some people will take the tip of their tongue to the roof of their mouth. You don't have to do that, but sometimes it's easier for you to access the breath that way. So when you do the Ujjayi breathing, you want to inhale and exhale. It is all done from the nose. So unless you're cute otherwise, all the breath is going to come in and out of the nostrils. So making sure that you breathe in deep and exhale. Another thing to think about with the breath as you're doing postures is the breath can be basically focused into any area that you might be holding a pose and you may feeling a little discomfort in. So for example, say you're doing a forward fold and you have tighter hamstrings. Maybe you feel that discomfort in the back of your legs. So if you think about within the breath, focusing the breath to that point that you're feeling that discomfort. So as you inhale, the breath is focused towards the back of the legs. And as you exhale, maybe you're able to release a little bit further into the posture. So those are things to think about. So thinking about Ujjayi breathing as you're doing your yoga practice, and then also thinking about the breath in relation to each pose. So using your breath to your advantage. That's the biggest part of yoga. So breath, relax, and start to come into that meditative state. That's the best part. So as you start to practice more frequently, as you start to get deeper into these postures, as you start to understand the flow and what may be coming next, then you can really start to get that meditative movement using your breath, using the postures. So I hope this helps, and that's one of the most basic concepts of yoga is making sure you use the breath and using it properly. I hope that helps.